people do not despair.
Now I'm gonna show the
Know that one
thing,
day you shall return
the map.
and lead them forward to victory.
This is what happened. So Reg took over 2 city-states at the beginning. Reg took over 3 city-states at the beginning. Dragon expanded up north. Potato expanded north and south. And me, you, and Hurston stayed on 1 city. And then I expanded to a 2nd city, and you expanded to a 2nd and a 3rd city, which is around the same time. I also expanded to a 3rd city. Hurston just got his 2nd city out. And then I got my 4th, you got your 4th, he got his 3rd. And we sort of just grew. And there's going to be a lot of city taking right now. Oh yeah, you just settled a bunch of islands. Potato settles this shit city in the middle. Oh.
No.
And then the Iroquois, they take some tiles from Dragon. So this is the war. The war of turn 110. And you keep... we basically keep growing, and then I take a city-state. And then you take a city, and Hurston takes a city, and then you take the city, and then Hurston takes a city, and then you take the city again, and then it raises. By turn 138. That's the war of 138. Yeah. And then you take his city down south, and then you take his other city down south, and Hurston's pretty much crippled. At that point, he can't win. There's nothing he can do.
Yeah.
So it's only me left that can compete against you. Reg, and Potato's left by this point. So it was only me, pretty much against you by turn 150. And Hurston decides to have some fun. So does Dragon. He takes cities, and Hurston, they trade some cities, and then pretty much Reg's wiped out of the game. All the city-states are liberated. And China loses some cities, 2 cities. And then, yeah. And Dragon takes over a lot of China. Really? Wow. Okay. And you take a city. Dragon takes the rest of China. You take the rest of my cities. And then I fall. That's where it ends. So all that happened was that Hurston got one side, the left side. Dragon got the middle, and you got the right side by the end. And that was it. That was the end of the game. I can show some graphs, by the way. This is gold per turn. Nothing, pretty much. I don't know who this is. Oh, Denmark. Yeah, your gold per turn for city connections. For some reason, it dropped rapidly, and then it went back up. I don't know. And gold per turn for deals. Building maintenance. You had the most. Where was I? Oh yeah, I crashed. Culture. Oh, dude, my culture. For some reason, your culture spiked really high.
That would be the World's Fair.
And then it fell. And then I spiked.
Yeah, the end of the World's Fair.
And then I kept spiking. And then I fell. Excess happiness. Really? The Netherlands were, wow, really happy. Food per turn, you had the most. Gold per turn, you had the most. Golden Age turns, you had the most. Happiness, you had the most. Really? Wow, I'm impressed. Okay. Improved tiles, you had the most. Improvement maintenance, Austria actually had the most. Oh, but then you had the most. Military might, yeah, you had the most. Number of cities, you suddenly had the most. Number of known techs, you were in the lead always. Number of policies, you were in the lead. Number of workers, I had the most actually. And then you had the most. Population, you had a lot, but we were all pretty close. Production, yeah, you were the gap between you and everybody else was, it was insane. Science, I was actually pretty close to you. I wasn't that far. I was at like maybe 800-ish. You were at 1200, 900-ish. So we had some distance, but it wasn't that much to cover, and then you killed me. Score?
Yeah.
Score, me and you were pretty close. Total culture, I had the most. Total gold, you had the most. Total land, I had the most for a while until you took me over. Which is surprising. I guess because I had all the culture. And then on happiness, I had the most. Well, actually, no, you had the most. Maintenance, you had the most. And work tiles, you had the most. So you pretty much led on everything except for, I think, total culture. Which then
And
did lead in
land.
the end.
Land
after I
was
died.
hard.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had very few stages
And
and
then
very
the
brief
messages.
stages of unhappiness.
Oh, yeah, and here's
so
some
we're not
messages. Here we go. Brazil has started worshipping a pantheon. Turn 21. Ragnarok
cool.
declares war on Yerevan by turn 21. I complete the Great Library turn 23. And then Ragnarok captures Yerevan turn 23. Vienna is also founded. So Dragon makes a new city. Person completes Petra. You can pretty much see like all these messages. Time spent, it's 4 hours. That was a 4-hour game. Wow. That was incredible. Yeah.
Yeah, it was going to be interesting, right? So when I took his policy, I severely wounded him, but that wasn't enough. I needed to get rid of his other seeds. I got rid of his weak seed, no problem, but his other seed that I allowed time to build up,
No, but
it got to 70 strength, and I had to fucking have like 8 frigates, 4, 6 ironclads, and like 2